My name is Posnam Yeri. How are you doing? You are welcome to this channel, especially to this program where I teach you the secrets of personal development and how to experience the meaningful life in life and work areas. I'm passionate about your family because I am convinced that if you become better at the family level, the community will also become better. So our mission is to mentor godly, and visionary leaders from an early age. That is why we are passionate about children, youth, and adults, and which means we are passionate generally about the family. In this video, I want to talk to you about another thing that is very, very important. But before then, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel if you are yet to, so that you will be one of the first to receive a notification whenever we upload a new video. I assure you by the grace of God that you are going to find interesting and wonderful videos, that will help you as a person and as a family. I want to tell you a story. I want to start with a story. A man who was a thief. A story is told about a man who was a thief. He stole something and he gave it to his wife to go and sell that thing in the market. Eventually the wife returned, from the market. Do you know what happened? Another thief stole that thing from her in the market. So when she returned, she met her husband with a few guests in their house. And then the husband asked her, how was the market? And the woman said, it was bought the same way you bought it. And the man said, well, the market was good then. Let me say this to you. Be careful with what you are sowing in marriage. Be careful with what you're sowing in your life, because it is a law. It is not just a motivational idea. It is a law. If you sow corn, you reap corn. If you sow whatever, if you sow maize, you reap, whatever you sow, that's what you are going to reap. If you put yam down there, it's yam that you are going to get. So be careful with what you are sowing. Be careful. It is a law. It will catch up with you later. In your family, you as probably, let's say I'm talking to you as the husband first. Be careful. God has blessed you with a family. What are you sowing? If you are sowing unfaithfulness, you are going to reap it. If you are neglecting your children, you are going to repeat. Now your children need you, but you are always busy. You are not available. A time will come when you will also be old, and when you will be old, and then you will need them to be there for you, and they may not be there. So whatever you are sowing today, you may reap it tomorrow. You will reap it tomorrow. If you are neglecting your children today, they will neglect you tomorrow. If you are not loving your family today, tomorrow you will look for the love from your family, and everybody will also be busy, and if you are the wife, I am also saying this to you: manage your family very well. Don't listen to bad friends, who are telling you if it is not A, it cannot be B. You know the realities in your family. You know the nature of your family. Manage your family very well, because you are the best manager. The man is just like a hunter. He goes out, he gets it, he brings it. You manage it, you multiply it, Manage your family very well. If you are also unfaithful, don't forget that you are also going to reap it. If you neglect your children, you are going to reap it. If you allow the mate to be the mother, or to your children, one day your children will call you auntie. Be very careful with what you are sowing today. You remember the story I shared? The man stole something, and that thing was stolen from his wife. Whatever you sow according to the Bible, that you are going to reap. I am also talking to children right now. Do not disrespect your parents, because if you disrespect your parents, you are going to reap that in the future. Be grateful to your parents. Love your parents. Be good to your parents. If you don't want your children to disrespect you, now start sowing the seed of respect, so that tree can germinate in your future home. Children, love your parents. Children, respect your parents. Children, listen to your parents. I know that there are children who have abandoned their parents simply because they think their parents are no longer useful to them. Don't be one of them, because you cannot abandon your family. Family is very important, because there's a level in life you will reach. Friends may run away, classmates may run away, but family members will stay. Family members who are reasonable will be there for you. So the man, if you don't want to sow, if you don't want to reap unfaithfulness in the future, don't sow unfaithfulness. If you don't want your children to neglect you in the future, do not neglect them now. Dear woman, if you want a good home, if you want a wonderful home, wonderful children, sow the seeds today. Children, if you want your children to also respect you in the future, sow the seed of respect to your parents today. Remember, it is a law. Whatever you sow, that you are going to reap. My name is Bosunam Yere. I remind you to subscribe to this channel right now so that you will be one of the first to receive a notification whenever we upload a new video. Please tell your friends about this Munapagi TV. Tell them about this program. I invite them to also come and be part of it so that together we can grow, together we can become better. Bye-bye.